So No Shave November has come and gone, and in its wake has left me with a pretty sweet beard. Look at that thing, right? I know, I was actually pretty surprised about it as well. We'll talk about that in a second. The deal is, I normally go with about a 10-day stubble. My face, it absolutely needs something down here. I can't remember the last time I went clean shaven. A lot of you guys out there look fantastic clean shaven. I'm not that handsome. My face needs a little something down low to balance out the ears. So there I am, starting with 10-day stubble. November hits and I'm like, all right, I have never actually let my beard grow in. I'm gonna give it a try. And so I let it grow and grow and grow. For 6 weeks, I let my facial hair pretty much run wild on my face. I trimmed up here just to give it a little boundary and underneath my chin or my neck, but other than that, I kind of just let it rock. And during the 6-week beard growing experiment, I've actually learned a few surprising things. Number one surprising thing that I've learned over the course of the past 6 weeks of beard growth, I've got a better beard than I thought I would. So going into this, I was like, I'm gonna be definitely patchy. I have a lot of thin areas, places on my face where the beard isn't as dense. Some of the thinner areas that were not exactly packed full of follicles have actually filled in. And this was something that my friend Eric Banholtz at Beard Brand told me, is like, once you start just letting it grow, you're gonna be surprised at how good it gets. And I was. The second surprising thing that I learned after 6 weeks of facial hair growth is that it actually makes me feel more masculine. Nobody would ever describe me as, Aaron, the short little Italian dude that's super masculine. You can describe me in a lot of ways. Masculine is not one of them, but it's funny. After about 2 weeks of growth, when I actually looked in the mirror and saw what was happening, I felt more masculine, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. The third super surprising thing I learned after 6 weeks of growing a beard is that it actually doesn't itch. I thought that this thing was going to itch like crazy because when I don't shave for like a week underneath my neck, it just kind of gets super itchy, and that drives me nuts. I thought that this was going to itch like crazy. It doesn't. The fourth surprising thing that has happened as a result of me growing a beard for 6 weeks is actually not a good thing. There are two things that I've noticed. A, it makes me look older, and B, it actually makes me look heavier. I've got a lot of gray that's starting to come in, but that's not what I feel makes me look older. I just feel like having a beard makes me look a bit more just older. The other thing that I noticed that kind of drives me a little bit nuts is that I feel like it makes my face look a little bit chubbier. I keep the sides a little bit more tight and trimmed. When I go in to get a haircut, he actually just kind of fades it down a little bit, but I do feel like it makes me look about 10 pounds heavier in the face. The fifth surprising thing I learned from growing a beard for 6 weeks is that my moisturizer, Tiege Hanley, works fantastic as a beard taming lotion and conditioner. Check it out. This actually is not a Tiege Hanley promotion, but it probably should be. No, but seriously, it works really well. And it's funny because I get a lot of emails from guys over at Tiege Hanley that are like, hey, how should I handle my beard? Should I put the moisturizer over top of it? Should I just use the product on the skin? Moisturizer, I say go beard. This was not a Tiege Hanley promotion. It wasn't. Now I guess it will be. Guys, if you want to check out Tiege Hanley, it is a skincare company that I started with 3 guys, Rob, Kelly, and a chemist. It has been a labor of love. We've been rocking and rolling for about a year. We actually launched the product about 6 months, but it's been in development for a year. And really what we did was we came out with an uncomplicated system. Level 1, you have 4 products. Level 2, you've got 5 products. And level 3, which is like the Mac Daddy master of all anti-aging systems, you've got 6 products. But the deal is, and the thing that's really special about it, is that the quality is ridiculous. Our chemist absolutely crushed it in terms of the formulations. But what people like the most about Tiege Hanley is that it's totally laid out there. We have taken all of the guesswork out of looking great. The problem with skincare as it is right now is that there are tons of products out there. You don't know what you're getting, what you're using. Do I need this lotion, the serum? We're like, let's simplify it, because as dudes, that works looks a lot better. And so we actually tell you what products to use and what order and how much. Totally taking the guesswork out of looking amazing forever. There's a link down below to Teej.com. Go check it out. And if you're interested in giving it a try or taking it for a test drive, there's also a code down in the description that will save you 20% off your first box. And last, but certainly not least, the sixth thing that I learned from growing a beard for 6 weeks is that I don't think I am a big beard type of guy. I've reached that point where it's getting... Here's the deal. Okay, so I liked the look of it about 2 to 3 weeks ago. It was longer, it was fuller, but it wasn't exactly this big and bushy as it is right now. I really feel like that was a better beard look for me. It was longer than the 10-day stubble, but not quite as robust. My wife absolutely loves it, and it surprises me because she's actually made comments before like, beards are gross, big beards are... And when I started growing, she's like, I like it. Let it grow. Keep going. Keep going. And she was actually my biggest supporter. Apparently, women find this incredibly attractive and masculine. Who knew? Gentlemen, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with this thing, but it's been a lot of fun. And I encourage you, if you have never grown a beard or given it a try, give it a shot. I think you'll be surprised and definitely learn a few things about you and your facial hair along the way.